Good morning. Good morning. I was looking around the market today. Twitter, UNVR, those were some of the ones with the top volume. So I was just watching those to see what kind of news they had. Of course, Twitter has just been getting more and more news about Elon making moves about taking over, basically getting his money together to go ahead and outbid everybody else. Um, Good morning, Donnell. I did see Snap come back down here to $29. I know One Life took his entry around the 30. So he's not in a horrible situation after earnings. He might have actually took his profits up here when it popped up going into aftermarket. Uh, what time horizon am I planning on today? I'll probably go to like maybe well, right now my time is what 8:07. So I may get. I'll just look around and see what's going on. But if nothing's going on, I'll just kind of enjoy the rest of my Friday. It's been a good week. It's been a good week, and it's only getting better. Lauren, you gonna kill your cat? What do you do? Let me see. Well, Lauren, your cat has rights too. You're gonna call them people on you. Let's see. Let's see. Go ahead and get into. Nice One Life. I see you. Yeah, you got that bounce. Oh, how long are y'all planning on staying in trades? I mean, it depends on the news and all the other variables, really. How long I'm willing to hold, but I guess that's kind of calculated on a trade by trade basis in the trade plan. It's not like I say, okay, this is the amount of time I'm gonna give every single trade. Like I'm just gonna give it, 5 minutes, and if it doesn't go, I'm getting out. You know, just depends on that risk, I guess. Let me see. Lawrence says he's literally just sitting in the middle of the hallway howling and has been there since 3 a.m. He's probably trying to tell you something. He has the right to my size 15 into his face and to become a very pretty scarf when I'm done with him. Exactly, One Life. It's all circumstantial. It's nothing you can say every trade I'm gonna give 15 minutes. It just it's probably gonna be bad for you, I guess. But today is Friday, and let me see what the SPY is doing out here. The SPY did come down a bit here. We see that it came from the 450 down here to the 436. This is the 4-hour chart. So definitely covered that whole range. Came down, bounced on this level, bounced back up, and all the way back down to these previous lows. So that's a little bit of momentum there going down. So I think One Life may be correct. It may be a Freaky Friday. Yeah, the SPY got gashed. Um, let me see. Lawrence says no. He just does. He does that when he thinks it's time for food, and that it is 10 p.m. and 10 a.m. Not when his food dish is empty or he wants it. He is retarded, and there is nothing I can do about it except the size 15. Let me see. One Life says, I woke up to my thermostat blank and furnace not working. YouTube to the rescue again. Dodged a bullet today. Nice. I don't know how cold it is where you are, but that could be bad because I know it gets a pretty chilly where you are. Did you get it fixed? At on 3. Daniel B. Good morning, Daniel B. Okay. Yeah, Gary. One Life say he got the bounce on Snap. Into the aftermarket. It took it all day, but in the aftermarket, it popped from 30 to 32 and came back down to 30. Appreciate that, SB. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button while you're all still tentative. Got about 15 minutes. Carvana. Verizon. Hmm. Just caught a W on VLON. Let me check that out. VLON. It's moving quite a bit. VLON. I'll add that to the watch over here. Looks like it's up. Yeah, 100% today. Let's see what the news is. Velen Pharmaceuticals announces review of strategic. Let me pull this news up. Okay, Velen Pharmaceuticals announces review of strategic alternatives. Okay, healthcare stocks. Clinical stage biopharmaceutical company has been engaged to advise Valen on strategic review process. Okay. Valen says review process could include exploring the potential for a possible merger, business combination. Valen shares soar in pre-market. Hmm. Keep our eyes on that. Definitely got up quite a bit. Took quite a bit of a fall. Why did it take this big fall back here? From 7 down here to 2. It's a $5 little drop. That's crazy. But it's definitely got 26 million shares traded on it. Got about 10 minutes to the bell. And nothing in the higher price range doing anything. So May just keep our eyes on a low price range today. Probably a split. I didn't even look that far into it yet. Got you. Yeah, Gary, that's what I don't know, man. If V-Lun's the best we got today, it might be a problem. It's up 100%. It's only $2, and I already know those boys over there with those shorts are like, yes, Friday, about to put it on them. It's very low float though. Let's actually look into it. V-Line. All right, so V-Line Pharmaceuticals, blah blah blah. Let's go ahead and jump over here to the statistics before we look into everything else. Yeah, float of 3.2 million. Outstanding shares 6.81 million, very low. It is operating in the red, but with the right catalyst, they may be able to pull it out. But that catalyst that I just saw about them just doing basically a revision strategy may not be the catalyst that'll push it up through the day. But we'll just see. Sometimes it's unexpected moves on Fridays. Um, Let's also check their profile. What is it that they actually do? We got 3 full-time employees. Let's go. That's the owner, the secretary, and the janitor. And let's see, Valen Pharmaceuticals Inc., a biopharmaceutical company, focuses on the development and commercialization of novel abuse deterrent medications for central nervous system disorders. Its lead investigational product candidate is Adair, or Adair, or I don't know how to say that. An abuse deterrent oral formulation of immediate release dextroamphetamine for the treatment of attention deficit disorder. Oh man, this is what they be dosing the kids with, that ADHD stuff. The company is also developing Admir, an abuse deterrent formulation for methyl phenidate for the treatment of ADHD. Valen Pharmaceuticals Inc. was incorporated in 2018, so it's only what, 5 years old? Wait, well, almost 5 years old, 4 years old, and it's based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So let's go ahead and go out here to um yeah, the summary and look through the, or actually, I'll go back to the financials. Let's see what we got. Last month, yeah, it plunged 70%. Where's the good news since this plunge, though? To participate in the 5th annual Neuroscience Innovation Forum, Valen Pharmaceuticals announces review of strategic alternatives. So no news to, I guess it did make up the 70%, right? Not really. If it dropped from 7 and it only came back up to 2, that will be 100% of the price that it currently was. So that 113. So, okay. Up almost $1. What else? Financials. So operating in total revenue. They haven't been reporting. Let's see, 2018, 0, 0, 100. Operating expense. Net none. Operating expense. A lot of negatives in here. Basic average shares. Net income. Boy, they gotta get out of these negatives, man. For a longer term hold, what's that balance sheet looking like? 2018, 639.231. So it looks like they came up from their 2018 assets and then dropped off and then came back up. I don't know what this company's doing. Ordinary shares, total debt. So at least the debt did come down in 2021, looks like. Boom, boom. Cash flow. Operating expenses, cash flow, everything, financing. Yeah, I don't know about this one. For a long-term hold, but maybe some scalps, maybe some scalps there. But definitely looks a little bit dangerous. All right, let's read these chats. If SPY doesn't rebound today, we could head towards 427 area. And then One Life says, yeah, Gary, I'd be patient to see what the market wants to do. Good morning, Lightning Rick. And Dallas said he'll be watching RAD at the open. RAD. Yeah, I don't think you're talking about the actual ticker. I think you're talking about the that may be an abbreviation for something. Let's see. Oh, scratch RAD. Let me see. Lightning Rick, what's up, Buttercup? All right, so we'll see what V-Line has in store today. Yeah, Donnell, hope something else shows instead of V-Line. Yeah, we'll see. But it definitely is taking all the attention with 29 million shares traded on it. Got about a minute left to the bell. All right, market's about to open. There's the open. Little push there. High of day. We'll see. Let this candle play out. $250. Twitter bumping up there out of the open. It's the only one that I see that's really making more moves up. Giving them this first 5 minutes though. I'm looking at the 4-hour charts on my other screen for Twitter, Carvana, and the airlines are still coming up as well. We shall see. What is CLF? CLF. V-line continuing to push up there. So 10 more cents that it tried to go up. Don't really have an area of resistance up here for it that can be calculated just yet. You see the airlines, one of my scanners is giving me mixed signals. Yeah, I think everything's gonna be giving you mixed signals. Let me actually check what the SPY is doing. The SPY making a little move down to that 336 level. CVNA gave a little move up there on Carvana. I see American Airlines, AAL. I see UAL. Plug, I see, well, Plug is all the way back down to 23 bucks. Donnell, you got a nibble on V-line. 250, exit 260, nice. Definitely coming back down now. The high of day was 270. Apple. Snap has come back up to $30. Nice little rebound off the bottom. Look at Snap. Gee whiz. Getting back up there to those 30s. First 5 minutes about to close up in about 30 seconds. So Snap definitely moved. Had a nice little huddle point down here at the 28 and popped back up to the 30s. Can it defeat the downtrend? That is a big move up though. Gary says he got a starter on MITQ. MITQ up 36%. Snap, Netflix, Twitter. Okay, so these first couple of minutes have gone by. MITQ, Plug. Wow, Plug making another move down there. Look at Plug, how it got destroyed. Wow. Remember me and Daniel B were looking at it back here. It did go up, but boy, did it have some reverse. UA. So there's the airlines coming on back down now after the first 5 minutes. Carvana taking a little dip down there to the 80s. V-line back up to the 250s. Okay, we got some things that are green that haven't really decided what they want to do on the day. V-line coming on back off of that let's see, what's that, 250 level, got a little bit of rejection. Going red on the day. Veru again trying to hold up this level of the 1125 area. Red on the day. MITQ up 50%. Get a nice little lunch up there from the 150s. MITQ. What was that news about? Boy, MITQ took a nice little pop out there. Okay, what's next? Snap almost up to $31. Or it did get up to $31. 31.21 is the high of day for Snap. I'm seeing A10, ATEN as well. Let's throw that up there. Oh, that's got to get some more volume though. Invex, UPST. Anything else? MITQ getting on back down there to this bottom after that huge rip. Snap coming on back down. So we got some high days that we can start looking at for kind of calculating what these things want to do. Let me see what A10 is doing. A10 a little bit lower volume, not really competing. Veru going on down there to that 1125, so that one's probably not going to do anything more today. Twitter going red on the day as well. Let's see who's gonna stay green, man. UAL. A nice little bottom wicks down here on the 5 minute. Hmm. Snap, crackle, pop, coming back down. Okay, let's see if I see anything else. A10's over here. Carvana's over here. Those went red. Dallas says MITQ has a history of inconsistent runs. Okay. Yeah, that thing's kind of crazy. It's very unpredictable down there on MITQ. Hopefully the algos don't start playing with it too much. Okay, Twitter continuing to go red, pull red to green moves. Looking for something to hold up though. Spy at death level. I did not. Let me see where the spy is. Let's see. Is the spy going to die today? 435s. Yeah, definitely not looking great. Let me see back here. We have this previous range 433 that is coming back into. Hold up, let me redraw these levels. So we'll put this as support. This range that is cracking back into. Then another support level. So we'll see if it can actually get back under the 430s is where we're looking. MITQ, yeah, this thing is crazy. This thing definitely needs to set up some kind of obvious something easy to read, but it's not easy to read. Snap came all the way back down to the 29s, kind of taking some stutter steps down here under the 30. Big wick down or big topping tail right there on the snap. V line down to 223. Huge volume, but I don't know if that will be able to come back green on the day. Down 8% since the open. Veru down 2%. Carvana down 2%. The SPY looking very, very bearish. Okay, MITQ, two big topping wicks on the 5-minute, one right under the body of the one. It's like this little flat here on the 15-minute, 164 giving it problems. So we'll put that as a little bit of resistance right across there and see if that becomes a problem area for it. Okay. Snap trying to make his way back up, but definitely a deep, steep downtrend just like yesterday. We'll see if it can hold. The close of yesterday was a 29, I'll say 29.25 area. So we'll see if it can get below that 29.25. My TQ. And my TQ continues to get beat up. V line down 10% since the open now. So on a Friday, I really highly doubt V line's coming back up. It may come back up and like maybe check in a couple of times, but you'll be playing the backside of the move. Twitter working its way back up there. Has this little flat top of the $48. We'll see if that becomes a problem for it as resistance. Whoops. On the 5 minute. And see if that level becomes something serious on the higher time frames. MITQ. Wow, MITQ pushing back those shorts. I think this is a nice little bull trap though. See the steepness of this trend? I think it's gonna be a nice little breakdown of the 160 level. Is where I think it's gonna get pushed. Let's see what Snap ended up doing. We got all of these hive days. But who wants to Snap pushing down through that 29.25 level, looking for it to break the low of day at the 28.67. 28.67 will be that pivotal turning point for it. So I put some support down there. 5 minute. And we can see that across the board as support. V line back in this previous consolidation area of the 215-ish area. The hour chart has definitely looking very bearish. MITQ continuing to break the rules. Let's see if it'll go ahead and break over the 176. If it does, this thing is ridiculously getting a retail push to the moon. If it breaks this high here, 176. Trying to tap it. Close that candle. Where's the fear? Is there any fear? Nope. They're pushing up. Can they push it through the 180s? No fear here, I guess. People that are buying right here are kind of crazy, but you know, if they are trading without fear and they have some type of plan here, they can have it. Gary said he's still riding it. Cool, cool. Okay, now we're seeing some a little bit of a bottom being formed here, higher than this starting level of the 145. So 30 cents higher than that. We'll see how it holds above this level. How fast will it give back 30 cents? Okay, Twitter. Twitter did push through the highs up there. 48 something, new high of day. Daniel B says MITQ is another bull trap. Let's just say it like that, bull trap. SPY coming back up, Dallas says. Let's see, SPY. 435s did have a nice little bounce off of this bottom level is the 433. The high of day was a 437. And we'll see if we can identify some type of trend if possible. Yeah, NITQ not looking so hot. Two big losses for the longs here. Looking to push it over the 180 and go and test the $2. Pushing back to this previous top of the pre-market here of that 160 level. We'll see how it handles a drop through the 160 and if it can hold up the 140s here. So that will be support. How does it hold this range is the question. All right, CLF. Wow. Got a nice little buy up off the 30s. High of day 32.73. Snap. Back up to the 30s as well. Got a little hold above this level, but has not defeated the downtrend as of yet. Dallas says it has a 20% chance that the reversal will sustain for the entire day. 20% is definitely well below 50%. So we should see it continue. Plus, it's already red on the day, so it's trying to fight against a downtrend as well. Daniel B says at least if MITQ will stay in uptrend above VWAP and 9 and 50 and 200 EMAs, and the RSI will be in average 60 and stay in upper part of the Darvis. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, oh boy. Wow, MITQ being absolutely unpredictable. Is this something that you want to trade though? This unpredictability is crazy. Let's see if it'll actually go up and test the 180s. They bought there on the VWAP, and let's see if they get pushed, smashed back through the VWAP here. So this was the 166. Let's see if they'll destroy them. CLF going up there, tapping the highs again. The 3273 for CLF heading on up there. Snap continuing to get weaker under this previous 3050 level. I'm going to take that one off. Don't like the way it's moving. Elon. There we go. Let's see if they get smashed here by the shorts. A quick little pop up here to the 180 and then destruction. Let's see if we can get it. Quick little pop. Come on. Just a quick little pop. Struggling there a little bit. That's okay. VLUN about to break down to $2. So that one's pretty much dead. Down 14% since the open. So I'll go ahead and kill that noise on VLUN. And we'll watch the rest of these. Veru continue down as well. Nice and red on the day. Carvana coming back up off that bottom. 86 was the bottom, up here to the 89s now. Lori called out R. Wait. I missed a couple of these. Let me see. Let me see. Dang B. Gary said knocking on the door. Dang B said you just made me spit out my Red Bull and I almost choked to death. Dallas said I wonder if Darva is dancing somewhere way up there. Donnell said small cap low flow action, and then Lori called out RDBX. Come on, get that 80 up there so those market makers can flex. Let's see it. Let's see it. Are the market makers gonna do it to them? A little push out over the 80. 6 cents. This ain't looking too good. Oh, they're gonna do it to him. Is it gonna break down to 80? Should be a nice move down here. There's a pretty nice size at the 179. It keeps disappearing though. Bro, I don't know who's still holding up here, but oh my goodness, they're about to get absolutely torn to shreds. I feel a slam coming. I don't know why. Let me look at MIT on the 4 hour. Yeah, buddy, you keeps on flipping red to green in this area. Now, it can only be two things. Either it's gonna become a grinder or it's about to drop. Volume coming in on that selling pressure. Let's see if this red bar can collapse or start to engulf this last previous bar. The bot should take control of this thing soon, because the way that it's chopping around these small sizes, the bot's gonna drop those shorts on them. Trying to get green. See more and more volume coming in. Indecision, a lot of indecision right here. Very, those 81s getting abs. Look at those numbers disappearing. 80s there. Let's see if the 80s get knocked down. 80s got 18,000 shares sitting there. Let's see if that gets knocked down. 16. We need to see 15 and then 10. Get through those 80s. 80s jumped up to 30. 30,000 sitting out there. Somebody's about to get messed up. Yep. 80s getting ate up. 26 broke through the 80s. Yeah, boy. We about to get that burial. Let's go ahead and light the candles. 80s, man. People are buying at the 80s for some reason. There's no reason to do that to yourself. 80s continue to come up there. I think they're going to get broken down. They got broke through. If they run out of buyers here and there's no liquidity, it's going to short them out. Yep, that's not good. All right. Here comes the rain. Let's go look at some. Ooh. Ah. Ooh-wee. That is what you call a stop loss cascade right there. Ran out of liquidity. There were no buyers there. Drop down to the next available buyers. All right. Well, there'll be cleanup on Owl MITQ. All right, so let's go look at other things. CLF coming on down as well. We can see if we can identify some trends here. See, Snap continues to try to test up. Exactly, SB. Straight falling knife. Dallas said chocolate rain. Oh man. All right. Snap coming up to this level again. Anything else pop up here on the scans so far? No. Ross Cameron just sold short 30,000 shares at the top. I believe it. Lori had called out RDBX. Let's see what it was doing over here. RDBX. Coming off the bottom. Redbox. Redbox Entertainment. Maybe one to watch. It had a little drop off. Came up here to this double top of the 368. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe low float. All right, MITQ. I mean, not MITQ. Where'd the other one go? Snap. Getting back over that 350. Breaking it very, very slowly there. We already got a high of day at the 3121. It's moving very slowly. Let's see if we'll get a push there. What did happen to the SPY? One Life said that's why I don't trade penny stocks very often anymore. Yeah, they're so easy to manipulate. That's why I stay above $5. Stay above $5, man, because you ain't finna drop no 20 million shares in there with good volume. People will just buy it up. MITQ did get 50 million shares traded today. SPY bouncing back up here. High of day was the 437.28. So we'll put that as a little bit of resistance up here. See how that goes. Snap got up there to the 70s. More and more buyers coming in above this level of the 30-50. Somebody's willing to buy up here. Okay, Twitter almost to 50 bucks. Twitter absolutely ripping. Came from the 48 all the way up here to the 49.38. Crazy move there. Dallas said he caught a HCDI. HCDI. This is one. It hit a high of day, forming a little bit of a trend. It's already trending upward. Look at the 4-hour chart. HDCI. No, HC. Yeah, there we go. So it started a little uptrend. What is this thing? Harbor Custom Development shares spike. Harbor Custom Development Inc. They just released their earnings last month. They're trying to expand to Texas. Apparently they did pretty good in their earnings. Twitter, let's see that you come on back. Twitter just making a high of day with no kind of trend or anything. Don't know what this thing wants to do. All I know is Elon Musk is taking over. Let me see what kind of news is dropped on Twitter. Stripe says partnership signed with Twitter to pilot cryptocurrency payments for certain creators. Okay. So Twitter getting into the crypto space to pay creators for it. Almost to $50. But it is Friday, so you may see a little bit of sell off. But at least we got the high of day up here of the 48, the 49.48. Snap holding out of this level here. Plug. Plug not looking so hot. HCDI making that move back up there to this little what looks like a head and shoulders on the 5-minute. We'll see if it can break over this 270 for resistance here across this little flat top of shoulders. But that's only on the 5-minute, so you gotta take that with a grain of salt. It's not the biggest time frame. The SPY getting on down to the 434s, getting pushed on back twice on the 15-minute. Big pushback from the 435.80s down here to the 434s, and then again back to this. Well, you could say indecision, but it's indecision to the downside. It's like, do we want to go down? Do we want to go down? I think they do. Okay, snap pulling back to that 30.50 mark. So now we can see a little bit of a trend setting up here on this one. Finally. Okay. MITQ continuing to take souls. Twitter coming on back down as well, making that high of day. Can we identify a trend here? Coming on down pretty fast. Picking up some momentum to the downside. HDC is finding a little struggle point with those two shoulders up here. Needs to attack that 270. Okay, there's Twitter coming on down, but it's too steep to kind of identify a trend right now. Red box came on down a little bit. Coming down to this 293 level. The airlines are they still going up? Nope. Everything's finally making its high of day and starting to give us some trend setups. CLF very, very flat there. Very low volume. What is it even doing here? HCDI looking like it wants to attack those two shoulders there, the 270 break. High of this previous candle is struggling to hold out of the body here. So the body is at the 265-ish level. Very low float though. Already got a nice little uptrend. What's the bottom of the day is 233. See where it wants to drop down to. Okay, getting a little pressure to the downside off of those shoulders. Snap as well doing its thing, coming on back. MITQ, the bottom of this one was the 144. Look at this hour chart. Look how big that candle is. Gave it all the way back into this consolidation area. Low of the hour candle is the 144. So we'll put that in there. It's just a little bit support. I do think it's going to break that at some point today. Was looking for Snap to give up a little bit. Come on down. Okay, HCDI pulling back up off of this 250 level. Can it retest these shoulders and blow through them? I don't know if we gotta wait for this candle to close, but we'll see if it closes above the 250 level. On the 15-minute though, yeah, right there at the 250 is where it's looking to be to hold up. A little bit of support there. It's got 2 minutes, just about 2 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Wait, no, that is a lie. It is 10:18, so we got about 10 minutes. We got 2 minutes on this 5-minute candle, or now 1 minute on this 5-minute candle. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take MITQ off the watch. Twitter, Carvana. Let me see. Looks like MIT is going to the moon. Good work controlling risk, Gary. Okay, let me see. HCDI did get up there above those shoulders. Let's see if it can hold that level though. Because it didn't just aggressively get through this level, which is not good. Should have absolutely just punched up. People aren't sure. Okay, snap coming on back down. So we got a little range here from the 30 to the 28 for it to figure out what it wants to do. Twitter broke down the 49, so we are seeing a more obvious trend here on the 15-minute. See what this sizing is doing over here on these bids and ask. Only got 6 million shares traded on it. I don't even know the float or anything about this one. HCDI. Okay, what do you do? Tomacon developer list 6 Puget Sound area apartments. Okay. It's got a low float, 6.82 million. Let's see what they do. 80 workers based out of United States. Real estate development company in Washington, California, Texas, and somebody call me. Okay, that's nobody. Okay, so it's real estate. Took a small start on MITQ. God bless you, man. CHCDI. Looking like it wants to test this high of the 280, but it's acting like it's scared of it. So we're seeing a little flat top there at the 280. Another little sell-off here. Let's see if it'll go ahead and break through the body of this candle, which is the 264-ish level. Oh man, SPY all the way down to the 433s. Last time I looked at it, it was at 436. This thing has not found a bottom yet. These are the lines that where are those lines that I put on there to see? What's on this one? These lines 438 down here to the 426. So it did push on into that level, attacking quite heavily. Out a little above break even. Nice. That was just so I mean, the chances that it's gonna pop back up here against these higher time frames. I mean, look over here on TOS on the 4-hour chart. Look at this. Look how many times it's got pushed back down to this level. Bam, bam, bam. That's just not what you want to see. But HCDI though continues to try to get over those 280s. Yeah, yeah. HDCI is, let's see what we got here. Okay, Snap. Twitter. Got out there and tested that trend again. Was looking for that complete breakdown of the 4880. RDBX heading on down as well. Huh. American Airlines crackdown. Look at that hour chart. Took out all those buyers from the 21 all the way back down to the 20s. Let's see that all of the airlines take moves like that. Not really all of them. Most of them. Okay, so it did get over those 80s, testing those 80s again, getting through that top on HCDI. This is a real estate company getting a little push. Up 20% since the open. Open down here at, actually it's only up 40 cents. 240 up to the 280s. It's up 40 cents. Snap taking its time as well. Holding the $30 level. Twitter back over 49. HCID coming back to that 280. 280 giving it a hold. Doesn't want to push too much further. So that was from the 280 to the 290. A 10-cent rip out and then failure. So, it's going to be a lot of people holding the bag right there thinking it was going to go higher. Probably oversized for that little 10 cents. If they didn't take their profits, they're probably like, oh, I'm going to let it play. Hopefully it doesn't hurt them too bad. Wow, we're down to the 432s today on the SPY. When is this thing gonna stop? That's crazy. Twitter broke out of that trend there on the 15-minute. So that's invalid. Still just grinding up throughout the day. Man, Dallas, I am just in observation right now, man. This all of these moves have been very sporadic. The only one that really had news was Twitter. All these other ones had weak news. So, do I want to risk it? Eh. Did it ever set up in my setup? No. So if I was just buying, just pressing the buy button, it's like I had no plan in this. It's just I'm here hoping that it'll go up. Wow, Twitter popping on up, getting on up there to that 49.50 level. Yeah, this thing's gonna get to $50 today. If this thing starts popping at 49.50, it's gonna be goodbye. Then it's got the crypto news behind it too. Just gotta wait it out. This one's coming up to $3 on HCDI. Let me see. Dallas, I just took a starter to got into VWAP. Dallas says I don't watch VWAP. That's out of my scope. I fully exited early. To be honest, I didn't execute perfectly because I went large. SB, Lord Lee, all is well. Thanks. How are you? Well, looks like Twitter got up there and touched a high of the 468. Definitely holding over the 49.50 right now. Oh well, I don't think I'm gonna play with this one this week. I just have to come back in next week and see where it wants to go because Twitter's got a lot of good news now. HCDI coming on back. Yeah, I'm gonna take HCDI off. It's just not the kind of moves we're looking for. Let's see what the SPY did. SPY taking a little bit of a bounce down here at the 432s. Snap now trying to break out. Snap pushing up to the trend. I think it's going to continue going higher as well. But I don't want that to be my entry. That'll be buying super high. But I'm definitely going to be watching Snap and Twitter over the next couple of days, though. That crypto news, it could get crazy on Twitter. It could gap up Monday, but if it does that, oh well. I'm not going to hold it over the weekend because over the weekend, Elon might pull some other stuff on Twitter. I'd rather just see the sentiment on Monday and then come in and trade off of that. Let's see, Sava has popped back up here for some reason. Let me go look at Cassava Sciences down there at 20 bucks. Has come down quite a bit. Previous close was the 1880s. I don't like the Sava. I don't like Sava. It can do what it wants to. It's Wall Street's bets are passing around new notes in class on Sava, so I'm gonna leave Sava alone. Crude oil is down to 101, about to break back down to 100. Snap feeling its way through the trend. Has a top there of the 3097. Twitter coming on back down. Finally has made another high of day. So I'm guessing it'll start the backside of its move now. And I'll see I had looked at this previous trend here that it had going up. Got this trend there. But I don't know what it actually wants to do here. I'll let it come back down here to maybe the 46s. See if it starts holding around this level again. Snap came back off of that trend. So it did the 3 test, but it could not force its way through the trend. So it's going to be coming down. Probably testing down here to the 29s real quick. So the only thing I'm currently holding is my uranium plays, and I'll hold those over the weekend and probably be holding for the next couple of weeks or months on the uranium. But I'll come back in next week looking at Twitter to see what the emotion, what the sentiment of the people is, especially with the crypto payouts. Um, See how that goes. And the other thing I want to watch out for over the weekend is anything Elon is doing with Twitter, because he may just mess up all of that, you know. And I don't want to be holding over the weekend on that. Even if it does gap up and we come back on Monday and it's at like $55 or something like that, I'm just not willing to hold over the weekend with that with that guy. Am I tripping or did Verizon take a absolute dump? What happened? What in the world? Verizon was up here, and there was another stock that I was looking at the trade that Verizon had just bought. But look at this dive on Verizon. 55 all the way down to 51. What did they get sued? Mid-morning market update. Jim Cramer reacts to American Express earnings. This was a remarkable quarter. Verizon drops 5.1% to pace the Dow's decliners after Q1 results. Verizon shares drop. They had probably horrible earnings. They need to stop that. That's crazy. Okay. Spot might be finding a bottom around this 432 level. We'll see. See a very steep trend here setting up on Twitter finally. See how that goes for it. That is super steep. I don't like that yet. I need to see it do some consolidation or some dropping or something before I try to draw a trend there. Doesn't make sense. ATEN came down a little bit. Saba did come on back under the 20. Actually, I'm not that interested in Snap. Looking at its daily chart, I don't particularly like Snap the way it's set up down here. It's come down here to like almost a triple bottom and continues to get caught under this $30. I don't like that. So I'm not gonna be watching Snap. I'll be watching Twitter though. Let's look through the rest of these. Baba, or no, that's Verizon, down 5%. Nice little drop down there. Then AT&T capped up, got above here, but continues to struggle at that $20. Ford, strong trend down there on the daily chart. Look at that. Oh no, that doesn't make sense. I don't like that. We'll need to consolidate a bit on Ford. Facebook, gap down all the way down to the 184s now, right here on this little bottom. Not looking too hot. Apple, still in a little bit of an uptrend. Nvidia, don't like it. NIO, don't like it. A lot of diving stocks putting out their earnings. GPS down 17%. Oxy, that was one that was trading well during the energy surge. DraftKings down, AMC down. Plug down. I was trading right around here, this level, and things went wrong. Netflix continues to die. American Airlines, United Airlines, Twitter. So yeah, Twitter is the only one that I like with the news catalyst. Invax, even with all that good news about how they got a FDA not a designation, but they got the authorization to use their COVID whatever in Africa, but that didn't interest people. Doesn't look like. UPST down, MGI, Sava. Yeah, not a lot that I like. So ATEN, what is that? ATEN 66 million in the float. based out of the United States. ATN Networks provides networking solutions to in the Americas, Japan, and Asia Pacific and EMEA countries. The company offers Thunder Application Delivery Controller, ADC, that provides advanced server load balancing, Lightning ADC, a cloud-native software as a service platform to boost the delivery of security of applications and microservices, and Thunder carrier grade networking products. So, networking, okay, did gap up quite a bit, but I don't know. May keep it on watch. I like those types. Missing that, I'm missing all the opportunities down there due to that one rule under the five. You know what I'll do, man? Real quick, I'm just gonna make me a under $5 low flow scanner. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Just so I can look down there and see, is there any, well, it doesn't have to be a low float, but let me see. I don't know. Let me see. Scan. Let's go to, actually I can probably just leave it as it is here. Because I don't want to mess up my other scans. Let me see. So anything below 5. See all the ones that you're talking about: CI, BQ, BR, QS. And what's other criteria that I'll be looking for? I'll just leave it like this. I guess this will be good. And create a new scanner. Watch list and call it, what do you call this? Share, edit, create a watch list. Let's just call this watch list. I guess I'll say under 5. Under 5. Oh no, I don't need to do that. What am I doing? I can just name this whatever the new scan is. Save as under 5 movers. We'll do that. Outcomes. Okay. And I'll get rid of that and that and that and that. Mark. percent change, volume. Volume. Mark percent change, volume, shares. And that should be all of it. And I need to move this up. Okay, so got that in there. Okay, so yeah, you see the little stocks y'all have been looking at down here. TIQ. Now, if one of these has some pretty good news today, then it'll be definitely why can't I barely see my volume? That should be good enough. All right. So I got my shares. Okay. So that should be good enough for me to just see what's down there. All right. Well, I created me a little scan there for those little under $5 ones if there's nothing moving above $5. Mm, okay. V-line did go back red on the day though. Either way it goes. And that's still a rule that I try to follow. If it goes red on the day, especially if it's under $5, it's gonna be a problem. HCDI, but I will be able to see what kind of catalyst. If their catalyst is attractive, I'll definitely jump in. I definitely didn't see any attractive catalyst today. Twitter continues to find a little top here at the 49, right around this level, 49.25-ish area. Continues to find a little bit of resistance there. INDO, Veru, all of these are just down. Down $8 on these two positions that I took on both of them. So 16, about 16, $17 overall. Just waiting on those. Jump back over here. Oh, I need to add Twitter to that list too. All right, so we're seeing the spot continue on down. At this point, I've taken some notes. I know what I want to watch when I come back to the whole Twitter debacle. Want to see how and what kind of news comes out over the weekend. Lori Lee called out LGVN. LGVN did come on down. It swung high there. Came on down for another dip, swung high. I see a little bit of a trend here. That makes a little bit more sense. LGVN is pushing up there. Came from the 1083 up to 1199. That volume though on Friday could be bad. It starts selling off harshly. Let's see, VLUN, MITQ, still looking like a headache. Let's see if LGVN got any kind of news on it. Why are people slowly buying it up? Donald Sulfur to prevent longevity leaders World Congress, Alzheimer's disease. Something is causing people to buy this thing. Don't know what it is though. And it's coming up on super low volume too. SPY get a nice little pop back up here to the 433. So maybe this was a little bit of a bottom here at the 431. Unless it's a real grinder. It's been consolidating around this level for quite a while now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. About an hour under this level. All right, so I am about to close this thing down. Really don't see anything else. I've taken my notes and ready to shut it down. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Enjoyed you guys' chats, all of the information that you shared. But yeah, I'm about to shut it down. I see Gary was asking Lori a question. You can go ahead and answer that. Let me go to while I get ready to set up. Okay. Yep, that's everything. All right, yeah. So, as always, enjoyed you guys. Enjoyed all the information. I love learning about trading, learning about the market, and just experiencing it with you guys. I think Ben may be streaming. Make sure he's streaming before I tell y'all he's. Framework Fortune. Yes, so he is streaming right now. So yeah, you can go over there and check out his stream as well. Looks like he did take some trades today. But for me, it is over with. I'm gonna enjoy my Friday and the rest of my weekend. Hopefully you guys do the same. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Monday morning, I will come on a little bit later because of the meeting, but I will be on. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.